In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the battery on this Ford E-350 van, located under the hood on the passenger side, right behind the headlight. Let's get started. Let's disconnect the battery. This will be located on the passenger side, right behind the headlight. This is your negative battery terminal. Always disconnect this first. Let's undo the negative battery terminal. There's an 8mm mounting nut that holds this clamped on nice and tight, so loosen it up. You don't have to remove it completely, but when you loosen it, you should be able to lift up the terminal off of the battery post and set it aside. Tuck it right over here so it can't bounce back and make connection. Now the positive terminal is going to have one of these rubber caps. If yours does not, it's going to be the one to the right as you're looking at the battery from the front. Same 8mm mounting nut that locks in the terminal. Loosen it up, lift up the terminal off the battery post, set it aside. Careful of these wires right here, you don't want to damage them. At the back of the battery, it's kind of tucked back here, but you'll see a long 8mm headed bolt. This is what holds down the battery hold down. We're going to have to remove this bolt. And then if you can, reach down there to grab the battery hold down. If you cannot, just pull the battery up at this point, but regardless, here's the battery hold down. Now the battery is heavy, so be prepared to set it down somewhere or even get some help if you need to have two people lifting this up. Hopefully yours has a strap as well. So grab it, lift it straight up. Take the battery, carefully drop it in. Now the battery hold down, you want to make sure it's facing the right way with this cutout facing towards the battery and the flat side facing away from it. Now drop the bolt down and use that to guide the hold down in position and center it up. There we go. And start that bolt in carefully. You don't want it cross-threading. It would be a good idea to put a little bit of anti-seize or even grease, whatever you have, on the threads of this bolt. Often these tend to corrode and that should slow things down. Now put that 8mm socket back on and tighten it up. That's bottomed out and snug. Give it about 1/8 of a turn more. That's plenty tight. Put the positive terminal on first. Make sure it's clean, free of any debris, grease, or even corrosion. Bottom it out all the way. You want the top of the terminal or the top of the battery post to poke out through the terminal. Take that 8mm socket or wrench, whatever you were using, and snug this up. Now what you want is to just get it a little bit snug and then try to spin it. If you cannot spin it like this, that is plenty tight. You do not have to keep tightening until this stops. That would be way over tightened and it'll stretch out the terminal. So that's plenty tight right there. Cover this back up. Now take your negative battery terminal, put it on the post. It might make a spark when you touch it. There we go. No spark this time. Sometimes it does that. Take that 8mm socket. Once this is fully bottomed out, snug up the terminal. That feels like it's plenty tight right there. I can't spin it. That's perfect. You don't want to keep going until this bottoms out. It'll stretch out the terminal.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.